Welcome back. Ready, Steady, Fritz versus Strahd. Our party have just finished their long rest. The very cold morning light washes over the Valley of Barovia, trickling in through the windows around the top floor of Van Richten's tower, where the party are all squeezed tightly in. Van Richten, being the eldest and stubborn in his ways, refused to give up his bed and slept in it while you all rested. But you're and I all up.
Oh wait, yeah. I don't think I've heard if you said anything, but I remember I was telling Van Richten and Esmeralda about what happened with fucking I forgot her name again. Jeez, Irina. When she disappeared.
Yeah.
What did he say? What did he say? What could it be? What could have happened?
Van Richten. Well, you didn't actually explain it to them because you went out. Van Richten basically told you that he was not sure what it could mean. Effectively, I'm not entirely sure what could have happened. As for this Sergei individual, again, I'm afraid I do not know enough about the past in this domain.
Does this name sound familiar? Have you heard this name somewhere at all?
I mean, Callan, have you passed the Book of Strahd around?
Yeah, did we? I just wanted to say I read the term as well.
Yeah, I was going to say, Callan, given his sort of charisma and his nature, would probably have read it as a bit of a story time to the party, just so that we can kind of read a bit and then digest it and bounce ideas off.
Because, well, if you have read it to the party, then Sergei is mentioned in the Tome of Strahd, and I will say no more. The name Sergei comes up.
I hope this doesn't ruin it, but... Hi.
Sergei comes. Interesting. I mean, did we show the items to Van Richten as well, like the sword and the book, or we just kept it to ourselves?
He gave you the holy symbol of Ravenloft. I don't know if you've shown him anything. You haven't mentioned.
The book
I think Callum might have shown him the sun sword actually when you first got it.
Given that we've seen Van Richten with the finesse weapons as well.
Yeah. And like it kind of makes sense. Like I don't think you've ever seen Van Richten. You've seen Van Richten briefly fight Isaac, but like not really properly in combat. And like you kind of see where Esmeralda probably got a lot of her tips and tricks from. It's not a hard jump.
So wait, the sun sword is a finesse weapon, correct? Just checking.
Yes.
Yes, it is a long sword that is treated as a finesse weapon if you attune to it.
Nice.
I mean, if you're not attuned to it, it's just a hilt.
Yeah, like if you're, it's like how do you name it? A cross, yeah.
Oh, okay. I come from a family long situation with throne.
Sorry, I don't.
They came with a young brother of mine, Sergei.
I don't mean to intervene. It's just that on the stream, it's just that I think I might have messed it all up because Cass is not on there no more.
Oh, he's
Oh, you pinged in. That's fine. I didn't know you were going camera. That's fine. I can pick us back.
Sorry.
Ding.
Oh, sorry.
Just like that, magic.
Oh.
He was handsome and youthful. I hated him both. So does that mean Sergei is Strahd's brother?
Younger brother.
Yes.
I can, if you want, I can paraphrase the Tome of Strahd, but basically...
Can I have a go?
Yeah.
Basically, Strahd got friend zoned by Tatiana, who went off with Sergei.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, and he got so mad he he inserted a dagger in his brother's, or he killed his. He just murdered fucking Sergei.
So that is why he's cursed then? Maybe because he killed his own brother because of jealousy.
And the wielder of the sword was brother. Okay, so
Yeah, because she called him brother. He heard brother, but the word that he heard was death as his name. So he made a pact with death, and then killed Sergei on the day of the wedding to seal that pact.
Okay, and death might be in the Amber Temple. Okay. Wow, that's a lot.
So, long story short, paraphrasing the Curse of Strahd's, the Tome of Strahd's book, effectively, Strahd loved Tatiana. She fell for his brother and was getting married to him instead. She could never love Strahd because he was a horrible murderer, because he's a battle warrior, like a hardened warrior. In jealousy and rage, he basically went to the Amber Temple, made a pact of blood, and as part of that pact, he then killed Sergei, his brother, and went to Tatiana like, look, Sergei's dead, but I'm still here, and I'm amazing and lovely, and I'm young and vibrant. And then basically word got out around the castle that he'd murdered his brother. His guards turned on him, but they could not kill him because his pact was sealed in blood, and he became a vampire.
I see. And
now he hunts her in all her forms. Her soul is trapped here.
Oh,
with
okay. Her
his-
soul is trapped here, so Arena is basically an incarnation of
Oh
her.
no.
And
So, what if, just as an idea, so Irina got taken into the
I'll be right back.
into the pool at Krezek.
mm-hmm.
Casmus has dropped his thing. Anyway. What if the child that was born is now going to be the incarnation of that? If her soul is trapped here, it won't be able to take up another body. But that's Chekhov's gun, somebody getting born. That's the first time that we've seen it. Right at the point where her soul and her body have been taken. Oh,
Oh fuck.
okay.
Good theory.
Strahd's a vampire and wants to go off with a baby. Got it.
And
Well, I mean, what you would know is Strahd doesn't know where the soul of Tatiana is at any given time. Otherwise he would have found you guys every single time immediately. He had to search for you guys.
Mm.
He knew where Tatiana was in Barovia, and that was why Sergei said we need to leave. That's why Ismark was like, we have to leave this place.
Yeah, we need to get her to this place that will be safe.
Yeah.
okay. And then obviously my theory is probably whoever Sergei was, the one in the lake that took her, was probably a person at Amber Temple. Or whatever it is, the creature in there. Maybe. Didn't entice us to go there. Or to angle Strahd. Because that's what Strahd always wanted. If the Amber Temple was going.
Wow.
And I've got okay.
Maybe
I know
Max
that.
knows more.
Go on.
Yeah, I was going to say, because Melville would know more because of the deal he tried to give him.
Oh my god. Click. So it's fuck. So
Say it.
my guess is that the thing that made a pact to me is the same thing that made a pact to Strahd,
Mm-hmm.
more or less.
But remember what he asked us, what he wanted from us.
You want us? Yeah, I want to tell the Sparty. You want us to get rid of Strahd, no?
Because I've not had any of those experiences.
Yeah.
I'm still on my starting character.
I mean, Max would have told Callum what his experience was anyway.
Yeah.
So he wanted us to get rid of Strahd so he could come back or something. I can't remember exactly what he said.
He
But
wanted us to get rid of Strahd.
get rid of Strahd, and then he wanted that entity wanted to come back as well or something.
I mean,
Oh, okay,
what Dalvinar, I think, mentioned to you, Max, was if you wanted to know more, to seek out Dalvilmar at the Amber Temple, and it could tell you more. But it told you that it wanted to destroy Strahd. It didn't tell you its reasonings, or why, or even how it was connected to Strahd and that. And it said if you want to know more, seek out the Amber Temple.
I mean, if you would told us Max might have a connection.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that section.
Yeah.
And
I
I
had that
also
one
remember he did say I wanted to know more about Neverember as well, to go and seek them. He would tell me more about it, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so Max would definitely want to go to the Amber Temple because he wanted to know.
And like I said, I think my theory could be right. The fact that I think that he's stolen Tatiana, because that's the one place I think Strahd can't. He doesn't willingly want to go. That makes sense. He knows spies on it to stop people from going there, maybe. But
Yeah.
okay.
Well, Rob, what's our plan again? Sorry, what's our route? Again?
Go to Vallaki, drop the kids off,
Yep.
go up to the
Yep.
north of the lake, find the Mad Mage, go to Winchester, have a pint, wait for all this to blow over.
Pretty much. So I've got my notes.
Fine. Yep.
Yeah. So basically,
also know
does
that now that Harnaa has reminded me what the editor said, Max would have at some point. Max wanted to. Well, Max even told Callum situation and his reason why he wanted to go to the Amber Temple
yeah,
because he wants to know where he's missing.
we
kids
do
going.
know. But we do know from Seeker's thing we need gear for that as well, and we're not ready quite per se
To be
for that.
fair, when it happened, that was like 20 years ago.
Yeah. But just
Yeah.
then again, it's still mountains, isn't it?
I mean, like, Esmeralda has a shovel in her wagon,
Yeah.
but like, you know,
But-
that could shovel a little bit of snow, but you're not sure how
Yeah.
thick it is. Seeker they didn't have any equipment at all.
But
It's a
all we
shame-
plan so far. Oh, sorry, you go, Rob.
It's a shame that we didn't come from the old server, because then everybody would have had winter clothes.
Yeah, winter clothes. Spend like 10 gold pieces from your starting equipment to get it, or else you're fucked.
Yeah, because I think we've made plans to just go drop the kids off, and then also do
Drop the
the
kids
I'm gonna throw it out there. Can we stop referring to bringing the kids to Vallaki as dropping the kids off, please?
We're going to the lake.
I'm about to fucking lose it over here.
It could be worse. We could be dropping the kids off in Sir Pool. Like,
Yeah. Wait, wait, I know. Lake Zarovich. That's the children disposal unit.
No,
just
no.
plop
That's
them off
literally
at
dropping the kids off.
Yeah.
Don't remind me when Melville nearly killed the whole party.
Maybe we'll see how the monster looks like when we toss it over children.
I long for the sweet cleansing rains of a TPK right now.
Yes, I think the plan is, isn't it? We'll go to the lake, and after the lake, we haven't got anything planned because there's so many things that can go wrong with the plan
Yeah.
we've got right now.
We'll go
So
to the
let's just-
Vallaki and then the lake. We can't take the kids with us
Yeah.
to the lake. We can't leave them here.
No. Oh, well, so it's Falaki, not the other one, not Krezik.
Fine. So,
I think Kresik's the wrong direction. I honestly do, and we don't even
Oh,
know if
yeah.
it's still standing or what's.
The reason why I'd say
And
this is
also, they're probably not going to be very welcoming to visitors, given that the last time they had visitors in any form, not even if it was different to us, last time they had visitors in any form, everything went wrong.
There is one.
They literally brought a Draco Lich and
Mm.
the devil to their doorstep with a big thing in the sky and lightning and
Yeah.
no.
the only thing I was thinking is because, like Ismark says, that they love babies and they were so happy about it. So maybe they think, oh, kids, yay, bring happiness. But we don't know if the town's still standing. So
Would I be able to do an insight check to see if that logic could potentially stack up?
Sure.
Krezik would be welcoming to children, given what we've experienced.
Sure. I mean, you personally weren't there, so you'd be more inciting on, like, I mean, if you did insight on the generic town, and I say one of your party can give you advantage, so it would just be a flat roll at this point, because
I was
it's
given
disadvantage, 'cause-
advantage, yeah.
25. It's walled, it's safe, it's secure. It was lots of little, like, families. Like, it wasn't like a big... It wasn't as big a town as Vallaki, but it was like more like a community. Like even the Baron was quite kind. He was like not happy with you being in the town, but he was like, if you're gonna be here, you know, you could do some work, and like, you know, we'll you pull your weight, and you know, we'll give you a bed. Like, you know, it was
like a happy gated community.
yeah.
It was very gated.
The only dodgy bit about Krezik was like the weird goings on in the Abbey overlooking it, and that they were kind of just passively letting it happen, but it wasn't bothering them, you know.
Maybe I can meet my friend again. And everyone's like, no, please.
You also promised you would get a wedding dress.
I'd rather
Yeah,
not
fuck,
anger
I
the.
forgot about
that.
I'd rather, yeah, I know. I've got a nice.
Priorities.
I'd rather not anger the man that can probably cast wish on us.
Yeah. So, Vallaki then?
Yeah,
but like it is.
Let's go drop off the.
I thought it'd be more so of Krezek, because let's see if he's not completely few. But yeah, sure. But I'm happy with that game.
Also, a quick question. I forgot that Roll20 doesn't do targeting, therefore a change in AC doesn't fuck up anything.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Just either tell me if it hits or not.
Yeah. AC
No problem.
29.
And problem is, where would the kids go in Vallaki? I guess the church.
Wait. Oh no, we killed the hags that turned people into pies. God damn
You didn't kill them.
it.
No, we didn't get them.
No,
They all ran away.
They flew off. One of them was quite injured. The other one was. The other two were absolutely fine, but they very notably
Alright.
didn't die.
Alright, worst comes to worst, we have another plan.
Oh, we're not dropping the kids off with the hags.
Granny, can you buy me some? Oh yes, dearie, just leave them on the fire. Oh.
I am pushing to the pot. There you go.
After discussing the plan
How
and
many days
stuff,
of
and
rations
then,
can you make from that?
Oh, no, let's stop there.
Alright, that's-
after discussing the plan with the party, Max will take Callum to the side and
Sure.
just remind him about his mission and when this is all over to go to the Ember Temple.
Oh, you know, we've not ruled that out. It's just we're not going to go
Yeah,
there
yeah,
right now.
just like in character. Like that's
yeah.
what Max would do.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, and
Are
Max,
you
I-
nachos? Are you Doritos, Robbie? Robbie. Could you Robbie?
Robbie.
yes, I'm having Doritos with chili.
Oh my god, I can't, mate. That made me want a Doritos. In fact, I have a bag in the kitchen. I'm gonna grab it. I'll be right back.
Alrighty.
Every time I have food, he's like, I might need
I know. Like, I'll be right back. And I have like sour cream as well.
spag bowl. Last time I had spag bowl.
Yeah, he was like, I need it.
Cream, and he's like,
That-
I need
that-
Like,
thing
honestly, I'd go get myself some
need-
food, but I'm
I
gonna make
need
myself
that in my
some
life.
toast with pate for dinner, and I'm gonna be done with it.
Alright, so I will say it'll take you guys about an hour and a half to get around to Vallaki with the children. Esmeralda will leave her wagon for now at the tower because there's no point bringing it with the amount of people you have. It's not big enough to accommodate for the lot of them. But you'll all move together, trundling along the road. So I'll just see if you encounter anything. Nope. You safely able to see, eventually see the after this. It's now probably around like 7 in the morning or so. You guys set up fairly early because you got quite an early night last night. You only went to bed around like 9:30. So you can see just looming before you the walled wooden palisade that surrounds the town of Vallaki. Callum, by the way, if you dug up the little like thing on the way past, nothing.
Yeah, the standing message.
Yeah, still as empty as the last time you went there, unfortunately.
Well, last time it wasn't empty. It was with another fucking invitation, wasn't it?
Yeah, but you took that with you and then left it empty.
Oh yeah, cool.
So yeah, and you can see the gates before you. They're currently open. It's daytime, and the gate kind of looms there.
Do we transit and go up to the gates as we are with these children and be honest?
What was their stance on us? Oh, wait, didn't get the message. Strahd.
Yes, we have been banished from the town because Strahd.
Yeah, your one good in to Vallaki was Stella.
And we haven't got her.
Yes, that is correct.
That's why I really want to go to Kresik.
He is sleeping at Kresik forever.
I think we should maybe turn back to Kresik.
Yeah.
You've approached the side of Vallaki before, like the Sunset Gate. There's a good few like abandoned buildings that like tried to expand out from the city and then were lost to time because like people couldn't survive due to the threats out here. So like you guys can get close and watch and make sure the children get in, but then you're not going to be like make sure they get somewhere safe.
If it's not too late, I think maybe we should go Kresik. Maybe. Just because if we get spotted by any chance of Vallaki without Stella,
Well, like, it wasn't like Vallaki were hostile to you. It was just that you weren't welcome there. You were exiled. They could have killed you and, you weren't chased out by any means. They were told you've got to, like,
They could have tried to kill us.
Yeah.
But I mean,
should we?
We left with one of the members.
I think we post up in one of the houses and just send the kids and see if they get in.
Yeah, I mean they've got the money, haven't they?
The children
Definitely
are
responsible.
quite worried at this. So if someone would just like to do probably Callum to do like a persuasion check to try to like maybe rile them up. Like the eldest is only 12 years old, like they've not got any family. They've been kidnapped and thrown around. The 33 probably would do it though.
Probably.
I
I'm not getting much better than a 33.
Maybe they're
I
so
would have cast
stubborn.
guidance before doing it though. If I was like trying to
Yeah.
hold them up.
If we would go, I'll probably suggest me going in disguise and maybe escort them to the church, just so they've got a place, a standstill or something that they can trust, maybe.
And what will you tell them at the guard, at the gate, and at the post? What's the story?
We came from Kresik, and we just thought we'd come try Valaki. A new life
you
for
could-
Valaki.
I mean, I'm sure Valaki saw the dragon flying overhead. Why don't you say that they are orphans from the attack, and Kresik
Yes.
needed to rebuild? They're hoping that maybe the church in here could take them for the time being, maybe find them a home.
Yeah.
If we're trying to be deceptive, why don't I go with you, Lux? And I'll be looking.
I'm very deceptive.
We could say we found them on the road, just there.
I got a +8.
Fair enough. I've got a +10, and if we're persuading as well, then
And plus, I can.
14 to that.
If we just take the disguise of someone we just pass by in Kresik, they wouldn't really know, would they? I'm hoping. We take the random disguise of someone we met.
Yeah, you saw
Oh,
plenty of
hello,
faces
brother.
watching you from like doors
Yeah.
and things. Like,
I'm just saying, imagine if we just go into Valaki, they're like, cousin! I'm like, run!
Kazan, you want to go bowling?
You want to go bowling? You just like a run up. You like a run up to the tavern. Wait, what's the tavern
Like-
keeper's name?
It's like,
Daniel-
brother, your limp is gone. Yeah, so I reckon I'll tell you what. How about Lux? I'll give you a bardic inspiration, and good luck.
That will work. Okay, so Lux,
Yeah.
you're gonna take the kids. You transform into someone you saw in Kresik. I mean, easily done for you. You've got a pretty good memory. And you only were there yesterday, so like they're pretty fresh in your head of like what they look like. And even if you didn't get the exact, you could probably pull from enough different people to make someone who'd be very easily forgotten.
Just
And
like
you-
normal citizen almost. Yeah.
And you begin approaching the gates, and there's like a pair of guards standing atop them, and then like a few more like just milling about at the actual mouth of the road itself. And as you kind of approach, they kind of go like, "Are you all right, stranger?"
We just I'm here with a bunch of orphans. Did you see the giant dragon that just flew past? It's attacked Kresik.
There was fear of that. We thought it was coming for us first, but it flew in. The council have ordered a lockdown, more or less, of Valaki. No one can leave their homes. We're just allowing trade through.
Well, as you can see, I've got a bunch of orphans here, and we need a place we can stay. Do you mind if they can maybe take them to the church, and maybe they can help out around the town? And we've got coin, don't we, kids? Everyone show you the coins that we all stole. From
A few of them like pull out nice gold piece here and there. The guards can look at it. Make a deception check, Lux.
Okay.
One of the children, because of Callan's amazing persuasion, will give you advantage by waving her coin extra fervently.
There you go.
Thank you.
Oh,
Makes me feel a bit better.
Oh.
Remember, you've got a bardic as well.
So 16, and then you have a D8 from Callan, I think.
It is, yes.
So that's a 22 total. The guard kind of looks at you, goes like, "Of course, for the children, get them in quickly. The roads may not be super safe. Did you encounter any trouble on the way?"
Surprisingly, no. There's a bit of blood on the bridge, but no. Don't know
Oh,
what
nice.
that means.
Okay, cool. And they'll wave you through. One of them probably walks you a little bit, just check you over, make sure the kids aren't like, obviously like, coughing or anything, or like,
Oh.
injured. And if they don't seem any like immediate treatment, he'll wave you off to the church. Like the church is just there on the left. You'll see the symbol of the Morning Lord on its steeple.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You make your way into Lucky.
Before Lux is like Kazan's parents and he's stuck across the border.
I mean, let's be. Shit happens, right?
Okay, so Lux, you move yourself in, and it probably takes you about like 20 minutes or so from leaving the actual party itself to get to the actual church once you're in the town. You find Favolution eventually. Are you going to keep the disguise up the whole way through, or are you going to drop it and confide in him? Like, what's the plan?
I will keep the disguise for the
Sure.
sake of it, but I'll let him know. Like, I'll give him a little obvious sign of me casting light.
Okay. Yeah, so you like come like in and you know the church is, as you remember it, is that bleak, and Favolution is it looks like he's knelt praying at the altar whenever you actually do come in, and whenever hearing the pitter pattering of tiny feet, he turns around and he's like, Yeska, what is all of this? Who are these children? What are you, stranger?
You know me, and I'm gonna cast light. I think you do know me. Yeah, shh. I'm not allowed here.
Oh,
'Cause I'm not very
I didn't think we would hear. I thought maybe the dragon might have got you. Come in quickly. What are all these children? Where did these come from? They're all just waving their coins fervently still.
But good job. I think I'd be honest with him because we trust him.
Sure.
Basically, we killed a whole cave of werewolves, and basically these were all locked in their cage, and we rescued them, and we thought they could maybe help out around here. You could teach them, maybe raise them for a bit until we can figure something else out.
Okay, well, I can certainly try at least. I'll see what I can do. It's a lot of mouths to feed, but they have gold at least.
They have lots of money, I think. About a couple of hundred, I think.
Sorry. Before Lux went, Max would have given him all his gold and stuff, his jewelry, just to give it to the father to look after the kids.
Sure.
Like
So everything you took.
everything.
Cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
like all the because so
Just
Yeah,
mark
yeah,
it all
yeah.
off. Just mark off everything you give
Yeah.
away, and I'll take it because there'll be
Okay.
plenty to get them going.
Oh, well, yeah.
so
Then...
all the jewelry, the basically like everything, like the jewels, the stones.
Oh,
We'll
your
just-
stones. Your stones.
Yeah, unless you want to keep them, Max will just give away.
Okay. Yeah, I'll put out. Yeah, in other words, I'll put out all of that.
This must be thousands of gold's worth.
Well,
I'll be able to look after them for as long as needed until they can maybe find them someone to take them in.
maybe we can return for them permanent solution, but for now, if you don't mind, I
Hopefully.
hope this is enough.
It's more than enough.
I
Before
really
you go,
Mhm.
the council meetings, we have been
Hmm.
discussing at length about various goings on. Vasily is still attending there often.
Oh no.
I believe, I don't know if he has the council under his thumb or whatever, but maybe it is just his persuasiveness, but they seem to go with anything he says. I've been frequenting the ones I can get to, but without Stella there, they pretty much bend to his will.
Yeah. Okay. And do you know if we're still banned?
Yes, you're very much, if you were caught here, it would be quite dire.
No worries. Thank you very much for that. I will probably be in contact with you soon. In other words, I think I should meet up with my team to tell them this, and then I'm just gonna put a little cloak on and turn into one of the watchers of feathers. Watchers.
Keepers of the feather?
Keepers of the feathers. That's it.
Yep.
Like one of those that look like a workman. Because I know they said about Trace, and then we're attempt to leave the town. Back to
Yeah,
where we-
you begin sneaking your way out. As you sort of approach the gates, the guards kind of see you approach, and like, kind of like try to recognize you, but can't. They can't like pin you. And like, well, where are you? Are you planning on being out long? We're closing the gates
No.
at sundown. Remember.
I'm fully aware. I just need to see if I can find any more materials from the winery that was destroyed.
I didn't think anyone was going out there. Make a deception check.
Oh, shit. I'm feeling a bit risky. Lucky.
Oh no.
Deception.
16?
Please don't move there. Please don't.
11. All right. Well, good luck. If you come after sundown, we're not opening the gates for anyone. You'll have to camp outside. Probably luck with the Vistana, maybe.
That is very appreciated. I'll keep that in mind.
They let you pass through. Probably regroup your party around like 7:45 in the morning or so.
So, guys, I have awful news. Really, really bad news.
On a scale of 1 to Strahd, how?
We're really fucked at Strahd. I mean, one good news: the kids are safe. Bad Strahd news. He's there. He's not there now, but he's attending all the meetings, and he's been influencing them. Well, every meeting. They seem to be going with everything he tells them.
Well, that is the reason that we were banned originally from the town. Vasily von Holst or Strahd in an alter form had charmed enough of them, and looks like he's still going for that. I think that. Excuse me. And I do think that we will not be able to help the town of Vallaki until we defeat Strahd.
That
I
is.
don't see any way to separate the two.
Agreed.
That is a definite.
Agreed. At least the kids are safe now. At least for now.
Yes. I think the special ornaments we found was very grateful to feed them. He seemed a bit overwhelmed, but he's happy to look after them.
So, now we head forth.
Head forth, head north.
Right.
Correct.
Let's go back to the bridge to the west, and then head north and up around the lake. That may be the quickest way.
So you kind of move there, but your first half an hour. If you kind of go that way, and I'm assuming you're gonna want to go like straight north there.
Yeah.
Stick to the road for as much as possible, I imagine.
Yeah.
So after about an hour's travel of like kind of going northwesternly, you eventually find yourself kind of like on the northern shores of
Forgot to say as well. Sorry. Callum would have cast his mage armor for the day.
Cool.
I don't think I would cast it forward yet. I don't know who to do it on yet.
Yeah,
Maybe.
so north of this mountain lake, the trees, like you can see up to your left as you're kind of like hugging it, going clockwise around the shore. The trees begin their steady climb up the slopes of Mount Baratok. Its monolithic presence oppressive at this distance. The ground here, even like this close to the shore, like it's still rocky and uneven and tiring to navigate. Even the wolves probably avoid this neck of the woods. It's probably sparse for game. And soon you climb above the blanket of fog that like engulfs this valley as these dark thunder clouds roll overhead. You see an elk standing on this rocky spur about 60 foot away from you, and suddenly it assumes the form of a man in tattered black robes. His hair and beard are long, black and streaked with grey, and his eyes crackle with eldritch power. And as he stands there, he yells, "You think my magic has grown weak? Think again!" And he goes to cast a spell at you. Roll initiative.
Oh, hip it, clickety clackety, we are getting attackety, fuck's sake.
No, old man! We're coming peace!
I rolled 2 again, take the 14. I always click it and it lags and I click it again. Sorry.
Oh, look at that! Fucking 22, about fucking time.
Just
I
get
think that's
a
the
heads
first time
up.
I rolled good initiative as well.
And I'm last. Don't worry about mine having 12.16. It's just to differentiate from somebody else who rolls 12 who's got a different dex mod.
It's fine.
Did anyone ever told us if the Mad Mage is... They haven't said if he's evil or if he's good. Just said it's a Mad Mage, right?
Just said he's
He's
a
a
mad mage.
He's a mad mage, yeah.
Good.
Maybe he has like a dungeon of the mad mage or something.
Maybe.
I bet the water's deep there.
I'll probably be like, oh, when you start going initiative.
They're like 3 seconds like while Hana's concentrating on stuff and then he gets my shit joke. It's like, oh,
Watch a fucking fireball just descending.
Again,
Ow.
Mark and Esmeralda as well, sorted. I guess Mark fucking rolled his as well. What a G.
I think if you click on your token... and
Yeah, I
you
can
go
add it to the
initiative-
turn, yeah.
Yeah, I think it adds automatically to initiative, I think. if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, I think it was meant to click a token before running it.
Yeah. It's fine. I can just do it manually for now.
I mean, you could do that again, and then you could just change initiative. Just that. Where am I? So if I do like that, and then I roll
Good.
again,
He actually does have some character sheet. That's good.
I thought you
should add.
yeah.
Yeah, there you go. And then just change. Oh no, wait. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
And then
If you
yeah,
click
they
your
you can
token
roll.
roll again, you can edit it. Quite easily.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. So, just I'll move all your characters off that little stack you're in, so you can actually get this effectively.
Oh yeah, there you go. Beautiful. And then 22. Boom.
So will we get a proper battle map or?
No, I'm just gonna clear to mind this one. We'll just track it on
fine,
the
okay. Yeah, that's fine by me.
track it on the roll 20. Ismark rolled a 10. Esmeralda.
Seeker rolled
So if you do, you can click on your token, and then you and then if you roll again, and you can just edit it.
Yeah, well, if you right click on your token, you can do add turn. Well, at least I can. I'm not sure if that's how you guys do it.
I can't. I right click it. I go to settings. Nothing there.
I think I can do it. I can do it myself. Like, I can just roll for everyone. Boom.
I can't add
Yeah, it's fine.
myself.
And then this one.
Yeah, I can't seem to
Um,
change my initiative to 14.
I can do it for you.
Oh, there you go. They're there. Just need to change it now.
Okay, so Lux is going to be here, Esmeralda is here, Seeker is here, and Callan is here. All right. Gone forward. One mistake there. Max, your first act is this individual standing before you, his fingertips being crackling with this arcane power.
I'm gonna turn around to him. I was like, "No, don't attack us. We're no threat to you, wizard."
Okay.
And I will say that, and I say, "Callum, you're good at words. Try to convince him." And then
I'll
I will.
try.
Can I? Is it possible to use a help action to give Callum advantage?
Yes, definitely.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna help, and then I'm gonna use my help. I still say that, and then I'm gonna give a help action to Callum to try to convince him.
As a note, Seeker should have a 14 on initiative. That 19 is my second roll.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
that's
I'll roll for everyone. to
fine,
just
so
change that.
14.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So that there, we go.
Thank you.
Lux 14 as well,
Lux got 14 originally, yeah.
and Callum 16.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Callan should be on 12, shouldn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on 12.
Yeah, still beats the map age. That's the most important bit, really. All right,
I
yeah.
look to everyone, and then I say, "Everyone, do not attack." And then I just in my turn.
All right, cool. So Max, you aid him, and you end your turn. And after that, Seeker, you are the next act.
Oh, am I?
Yep. Max has just said, "Don't attack." But you can see this man he's like this crackling arcane energy like in his hands. He's about to blast you with some sort of spell.
Could he make it? Sorry, I thought I was. Oh, I'm not... okay. Calm roll lower. God damn it. So, can he make a general insight check?
Sure.
Yeah, cool.
Your
got it.
action to make an insight check to try to.
Correct. And how far away is he from us?
From you, he's about 60 foot on this rocky crag that's like looking over you. 17. What are you trying to insight about him? Like,
If he's willing to talk.
right now, it looks no one has actually tried to talk to him properly. They've only begun the steps. Right now, he's trying to kill you.
Also, Mahalo, sorry. Just before my turn ended, would it be possible to like take cover somewhere as well? Like,
Yeah, you can move behind a tree, try to like
Yeah,
disperse
yeah,
the party a little bit.
Yeah, I'll take cover as well somewhere. So
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
If you think he's sick, I could always try to lesser restoration him. Restoration. Can't even talk. Lesser restoration. But
Sorry. Seeker would move 45 feet up.
Sure thing.
That's gonna end his turn.
Yep, so there's now 15 foot between you and him. After Seeker's turn, it is Lux. Lux, there is no mistaking this. This is your tutor, the man you've known for many years. He is very disheveled. You're used to seeing him in much finer robes and clothing than this. Yeah, he is not looking great.
okay. How far away is he?
From you, 60 foot.
I don't know if I'll try to list restoration yet, because I don't know if he's loopy. I mean, he's casting a spell on us.
Yeah, it looks like he's about to cast, like, you know, maybe lightning bolt or something. I'm not entirely sure.
Just gonna go wash my hands, bro. Back.
Yeah.
I want to list it, but I just don't think I would don't have to do it yet, because it doesn't seem. I mean, he's going to cast a spell. Does he, from his appearance, does he look quite cuckoo?
He looks like he's fucking lost it, man.
Okay, that's exactly what I'll do. Then I will move. Also, move 30 feet, sprint another 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Sorcery points, quicken a list of restoration as a bonus action.
Sure.
That's a lot just spent there. I really hope this works. I'm doing a little lesser restoration. I'll cast it just now.
Okay, you cast lesser restoration to hope to remove his madness, but whatever madness assails your mentor is too powerful for a mere lesser restoration to remove itself.
Fuck. I'm so worried about that. Okay. I'm about to get electric shocked. That's it for me. Well, that's everything. So, yeah.
Trying to share his image with you guys, but it won't let me, which is weird. Fine.
This is my mentor, but
There you
my
go.
spells aren't working.
Yeah, let me put it in the map for some reason. So draw him, please. But he looks very disheveled.
See.
And we know in character that you've called him Mordenkainen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I made the bad joke
Yeah.
about foam of toes, yeah.
So that is going to be Lux's turn, unfortunately, with nothing taking place. Callan, you're up. You have advantage from Max. You want to try to persuade this individual to calm down, or?
Yeah, so Callum will kind of move diagonally, so away from the party and away from where the others have gone. And she'll be like, Mordenkainen, we are friends. We are not here to hurt you. We have great respect for you, and we seek your wise counsel.
Okay. Make me a persuasion check at advantage
Yeah,
from the
please,
assist.
Yeah.
And Lux, while he's doing that, can you make me a Arcana check, please?
Okay.
Oh god, +4. Oh shit.
Oh my, Arcana's a flat roll.
I will give you advantage, Lux, because you would. I'm gonna give you advantage, Lux, because you know.
Christ!
Yeah. Okay.
It's because we bumped to level 9.
Yeah.
It's an extra 2. It's expertise.
Plus 14. My
Bards,
god.
man. Bards, it's why you have one.
So Lux, unfortunately, yeah, you're not sure why your spell, like, you like, because unless you would have at least had some sort of effect, you think, on madness, but maybe it's just the madness is too potent. You don't know any more than I already told you.
Okay, I'm just trying to think if there's anything I can change. I could do mental guidance, but it's a normal score, so I would have to get that's right. Wasting my sorcery points. Don't worry.
Alrighty. Then after that, as Callan, you reach out your precision, and you watch the lightning begins to subside, and he goes like, "Do not mean the devil sent you."
No, we are very much against the devil.
What about the Dark Masters? They shall never break my spirit.
Nor mine. I am untouched by the Dark Masters.
Fine. Come, quickly. We must not linger here. The devil has eyes everywhere. And he will turn and just begin marching north. He just stops the combat completely and he starts marching north.
Let's go.
I guess we'll go north then.
Charming fellow. For sure.
He wasn't always like this. A little bit more regal.
I mean, Lux, the last time you saw him was like just over a year ago. Like, it looks like he hasn't shaved since you last saw him.
I can imagine that.
Oh no. Oh no.
Unkempt, big bushy beard.
So he will lead you north, and he said, "Come, we must go to my mansion." And he will lead you all the way to the foot of Mount Baratok. And I'm going to clear this turn order. So we don't need it anymore.
We haven't been to Mount Baratok, haven't we?
No. This is the closest you've gotten. He will lead you straight north there. 5, 10, 15, about 20 minutes or so from the shore's edge, kind of following a river. And he will clap his hands and a doorway shimmers into existence on the wall. And he will just walk straight through into the door. And he vanishes as soon as he steps through it. Lux, you would recognize this is Mordenkainen's magnificent mansion.
Oh, fuck. Oh, that's nice.
Ah,
This is the mansion. This is it.
Yeah.
the mansion.
Oh no.
What is this?
He'll poke his head out. Haven't you ever seen this before? Get in already! What spies are you of the devil? And he'll just retreat back in.
The next thing he's gonna tell us to get off his fucking lawn, I can already tell it.
This place is magnificent, to say the least. This is gonna be.
Could I have a quick chat with Lux and
Sure.
just say, Lux, you tried to cast a spell on him before. It's not a spell that I know. What happened? What was all that about?
Well, I thought he's a bit loopy, so I tried to cast Lesser Restoration, but it had no effect at all.
Okay,
I might-
if you think that there's something happening here, I could potentially try to dispel it if it's magic. I could try.
He just doesn't seem like he is himself, and the first thing I thought of was just to try to heal him. Not healing spells, but
Well, all I know is there are various things that can affect people in this land. Some of them are curses, and you can remove those. We've had that with Seeker. We've had we've had different effects. So lesser restoration, greater restoration from the abbot, albeit that was we'll put a pin in that one because that was not just a straightforward greater restoration. I could try to, if you're comfortable that this is not how this man should be, we can at least try.
I appreciate it, but
One of you can make me a medicine check at advantage if you'd like to try to maybe also, if that might help you determine
Yeah.
what you're
plus
dealing with.
3.
I've got
What's
plus
your-
5.
Yeah, you do it.
Yeah. Should I
Skill
should I do the
monkey.
medicine check?
Callan's got it. 23. Callan, so, I mean, Lux is telling you that he tried to, magically, cure it. I mean, that would work, if it's, if it's a madness, traditional madness, a lesser restoration, or maybe even, in some cases, greater restoration is required to cure madness of that caliber. Which potentially, maybe Rictavio could do, or maybe the abbot. You're not sure. But the fact that the lesser had absolutely zero effect, it's either that the madness is so extreme, or you're thinking maybe there was something magical at play here. I mean, Lux, he's a very powerful wizard. He has spells and stuff to prevent his prevent himself from being charmed and things that he has used before. But you're not sure what he's casting himself. You didn't see him cast it, so it's very difficult to identify what spell he might have on him, if there is any on him.
I was just thinking if he just straight away something try to fire a lightning bolt.
He didn't recognize you, Lux, at all. He didn't
Yeah.
even.
That's what I'm saying. He doesn't know me at all, so.
He didn't even respond to the name Mordenkainen.
And he loves himself a lot as well. So this is very new. Yeah, I think I don't know. Maybe the spell might not work. Let's just try things. I don't know.
Okay, it's up to you. If you think that, because you tried to clear it with magic, he seems very powerful. I am not as much. I could try. What do you think?
I think we should at least attempt it, because if we can, because he doesn't seem reasonable. He doesn't even remember me, and I've got a rememberable face. Well, one of them.
Bold thing to assume.
One of them. I mean, you are a changeling, so.
You don't know that.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
Oh, I don't know that.
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself,
Mhm.
and then I'm gonna cast dispel magic.
Okay, he's already inside the mansion, so you guys are now going to follow in. because he's already entered.
Yes. Oh, on
Yep.
this.
I guess.
Yes, and then once I'm in, I'll just have a quick check with my sword to see if it can either offer any advice in the situation or talk to me at all.
Sure. It can't, since you've left the tower, Van Richten, it has been able to communicate with you, keep a little passive insight as you go by. It offers confusion, a sense of discovery and wonder, but it's not interacted with the Mad Mage before.
WTF, mate?
Yeah.
Basically.
Pretty much.
So,
What the fuck are you on about? I don't know.
because I wanted to, because obviously I'd been to, in Rictario's tower, this is warded against, spells and stuff.
Yeah.
Magic, field, whatever. I just didn't want to have the same for the mansion.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to do it. Cast guidance and then dispel magic.
He counterspells it. Roll initiative. I invite you into my home and you assail me!
I'm
I know you were spies!
just trying to help. I want you
And
back
he-
to normal.
Here we go.
Oh no, not again.
It's almost like you should ask for consent before you cast spells on people.
Consent.
I'm a bad.
Consent.
Right. Let me roll all these NPCs here.
Somebody could toss me in that. would be
And
lovely.
turn. Everyone roll your initiatives.
Yep.
Actually, roll the damage.
Oh, I can put it in. Got it. Hey.
Just use you can just enter it if you've already rolled them. It should automatically roll them for you as well.
There we go. Lovely.
So did I cast guidance on myself already?
Yeah, you would have cast guidance on yourself. You tried to cast a spell magic, and then he counterspelled it. So you can guidance your initiative roll if you want.
No, I want to keep it for the dispel magic thing because I'm still going to try.
Sure.
That's not so what,
I'm
dude.
burning too. It's fine.
Yeah. If we get him back.
It's more people.
Esmeralda. Roll initiative, please. Mad Mage. He's got such a fucking big character sheet. It takes ages to load. Initiative.
That's good news, folks. A big sheet.
And then Ismark. Don't know why Ismarks and Esmeraldas aren't automatically adding, but I'll just manually add them. 11 for her and 18 for Ismark. That's her here. Secret there. Mad Mage is there. Even though the Mad Mage rolled initiative 20. Oh, that's because I entered the wrong one. That's why.
Oh no, that's a lot of.
That should be it. Bingo.
Bingo,
Lovely stuff.
bang.
So, Callan, top of the round. It is your turn. I'm saying for argument's sake, that was a round of combat where he counterspelled you.
Gotcha. So he's effectively used his reaction.
Yeah, it hasn't come back around to his. Well, technically, what it would have done is you had the initiative. You tried to cast a spell magic, then he counterspelled you. Then it would have been his turn theoretically if you were doing it properly. But I'm just saying this is like the reason we're going back into combat.
Gotcha. So what I want to know.
He would have his reaction at this point.
Okay.
Because otherwise, it would be his turn now, and he'd fuck you all up. So, I'm being nice.
Okay.
Let me try and hold him with a spell. Not that way.
Let's not be hostile. I apologise, Mister. Do we know how to address this guy at this point or not?
Haven't spoke too much.
No. Okay. I apologise. It was a healing spell. A man of your knowledge, I'm sure, would recognise and understand that it was a spell to benefit you.
Make me a deception check at disadvantage because you're speaking to an archmage in the Circle 8 of Orf, and although he doesn't know who he is, he innately knows magic quite well. Alrighty, and I'm gonna put it up against his. Yeah, no. You lie! I know a dispel magic spell when I see one! You are spies of the dark powers of this land sent to destroy me, but you shall not defeat my will!
This is lovely.
You are You are insane, and we are trying to address that sanity issue.
Oh God, I should never say an insane person that he's insane.
He's insane. The rule number one.
We all know.
You're,
Like,
he's
you know
not
they go
insane.
bad.
I invite you into my home and you try to cast spells on me. That does not seem like something someone who is trying to help someone would do. Of course, you've already tried to see, and you lied to me. Like,
Fuck's sake.
We're just trying to help you remember me.
I'll be honest.
Hey,
I tried to word it that it would
Yeah.
be a spell that benefits him, trying to be truthful. But
yeah. Unfortunately, you already went for like the deception in front, being like it's a healing spell because, like, in his eyes, that's not a healing spell; it's a dispel magic. So
okay, right, yeah.
that's the issue, unfortunately.
I'll-
Because yes, it might help him, but like maybe also I will say there are maybe other things that you don't know about that maybe like might mean it might not help him. Like
oh, okay.
so his perspective on things may be very different to yours, and it might be because he's insane.
There is that.
Really fit than that. He's
I will-
insane.
I will move away from the party, and I guess that will be the end of.
I mean, you guys could leave the mansion. Like you literally walked in, cast guidance on the way in, and then with like the spell magic, like as you came in the foyer. So you could just peace out if you wanted back outside, or you could stay in the mansion itself.
I'm not going to leave the party. I'm going to try and move
Sure.
away from the party just to avoid any AoE stuff. If possible, taking a bit of cover, but not essential.
Looking around, you are in a beautiful mansion. There's a huge foyer before you, like these grand pillars, big doors on our side, floating servants on the way past. You smell the scent of food being cooked from one of the rooms, and like you think that maybe it's only just freshly been prepared. And as he's kind of like looking at you, and like the things you said, he starts tapping his head. He's like, "Oh, I just need time. I just need to think." And he casts a spell, briefly stopping the flow of time for everyone apart from himself.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, that's a 4. Okay,
Oh dear.
What?
Oh.
What did it cut? Oh.
he gets 5 turns in a row now.
no.
And as long as he doesn't affect us, he can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Let's see. What is he going to do on 5 turns?
Do we get saved? No, this is 70 now.
No, it just happens to him. It's a level 9 spell, so it just happens. Let's see here.
Oh, I got the whole party killed.
I mean, the mirror did it once.
Yeah, Namir did. It's fine.
Let's see here.
Just the one.
He will. Yeah, okay. So, after what seems... So, the last thing you hear is him tapping his forehead. It says, "I just need to think!" And then he vanishes. You look around. No sign.
This is the chance where he's giving us 1 free pass to leave.
Ismark
Did
is like
we
looking
see him
confused.
Did we see him cast a spell? Or
Oh yeah. I just need time to think. Time stop, and then he's gone.
Gotcha.
Because time stopped for us, isn't it? So like, it just disappears.
Yeah,
He goes
he just vanishes. Like you. I don't know.
This is that one out.
Can I try to track him? I don't know.
Sure.
Are we still initiative? Are we
You're still in initiative. It's Ismark's turn. Ismark will look around and be like, "What are we doing? This man is truly mad."
Well, Lux knows him, so maybe can try to put some sense into him somehow.
I was giving us 1 out, but I don't want to take it.
Might not be an out. He might have gone outside and laid little traps. You don't know. He could have gone anywhere. Ismark will do nothing. He's like, "I don't know where he's gone." Ismark will just ready in action to. I mean, no one else is taking it. He'll do nothing. Esmeralda will just look around and be like, "I don't know what you've got this into, but Max, it's your turn."
I am going to. Obviously, like look around. I was like, what? Where did he go? Oh God, no. Callum, try to call him out. Maybe we can try again. And then I will use my option to help Callum again.
Sure.
Max, I know magic, but I'm not a fucking magician.
I can try to call him out, man. You're going out the sweet talk of yours. Use it.
Max,
Okay.
we need to have a talk about personal and emotional boundaries again.
No.
I've not been sweet talking anyone else. Don't worry, I'm all yours.
Oh no. God. Okay.
Oh
Okay,
no!
okay,
No.
Vince.
It's canon now.
Oh, Vince, no.
Officially, cax is a thing.
It's meant to be a secret.
Anything
Okay.
else, Max?
What's
No,
the
yeah.
fiction roll?
I will. Yeah, I'll just. I'll
Your
use
action
my
to aid.
Action to aid action, and then I'll just. Yeah, I'll just stay where I am. Really, I don't really know what to do.
Alrighty, yeah, you just hold your ground like everyone else. Seeker.
So, he used time step, correct?
Well, you Seeker wouldn't know that, but yes.
I know.
Mechanically,
other
yes.
characters For mechanical purposes. He would still leave tracks if he left, right? If he didn't use teleportation magic.
Potentially, you're inside a magical mansion with fine marble floors, plush carpets. There's no dirt or anything. Like, and whenever he didn't leave it, whenever he came in, like there was like a nice like doormat that he wiped his feet on. Like maybe he was going to turn around and tell you wipe your feet whenever he got a spell cast at him. Who knows?
A magical white carpet.
Could you try listening for footsteps? Like
Yeah,
on
make a
marble?
perception check.
Perception. There we go. Psych.
What did you roll? 16? Sure. With 16, like listening it around, you hear a faint, like muttering of like words coming from a set of double doors to the left. Well, they're closed. There's a set of open double doors to the right. And you can smell food coming from them. There's a grand stairway in front of you, but from the left, there's a set of double doors, and you hear like someone muttering. There's like just talking about it and babbling, just like under their breath.
Somebody is behind the mansion doors. Sorry, the double doors, and he pointed them. How far away are the doors?
From you, they are about 10, 15 foot.
Cool. He would, because wait, what's this thing? I'll make an intelligence check for him. That's right.
Go for it.
Because like out of character, I think he has a ready action. 21. He'll look to the party.
Oh,
He might be prepared. Should I still open the door?
We should probably not take any action that he could deem offensive, or else things could end badly.
Cool. He's gonna wait then and turn.
Okay. Lux. The mansion is as you remember it, Lux. This is modeled off a real place. So Mordenkainen actually has a real mansion in Earth that he calls home that you've been to many times. It's a spitting image of this.
I'm not going to leave without answers, so I'm going to look to everyone in the party, and a little flicker of a light, and I'm going to cast Beacon of Hope
Sure.
with everyone.
Beautiful. Anything else, Lux?
I'm gonna. If I open this door, I'll die instantly. We've just got anything ready. I'll walk towards the door,
Sure.
but I'm not gonna open it yet.
Yeah, you get close to it. You can move 15 foot and you're there. Callan, then. It's your turn again.
He's going to try to persuade the Mad Mage that it was a misuse of spells and misuse of words, and that we mean no harm. The fact that we've not come into the room should be evidence of that, and try and persuade him to come out and cease hostility.
Sure. Make me a precision check. It would be at disadvantage, but it will be a flat roll because Max is assisting you. 26.
Plus.
I'm just going to do a roll for his paranoia.
Honestly, I'm so glad I played a bard in this campaign.
You just hear
I'm glad that somebody did.
you hear the muttering stop from the other side. Didn't mean to post the mage armor, just ignore me. And yeah, he doesn't immediately respond. but the muttering that like was pointed out by Seeker appears to stop.
Callum will very loudly, openly tell the others and just say, "It's okay. Give him time. Step back. Don't take any hostile action." And the same to Ismark and Esmeralda.
Okay,
Very well.
you've got it. And yeah,
And now-
after a moment, eventually, next turn, the doors will open. You'll see Mordenkainen standing before you. It looks like he has you should have seen the room behind. It's a small like a service room. It looks like he stopped and had to have a cup of tea. You see like a teapot that has been like knocked over in like the foray to quickly make sure it was all sorted. And you notice as he comes out, his hands are like covered in like ice, as if like he was about to blast a spell at the door if someone opened it, and the ice just like begins to break off as the cone of cold spell falls away. And he will go, "You are the strangest spies that have ever been sent by the Dark Powers. We are now once again out of initiative."
Jesus fucking.
We would be terrible spies. Look at us. We would stand out around here like the sorest of thumbs.
Yes, you do.
Yes, we come seeking information to try to defeat Strahd. This man here, feeling a little bit uncomfortable at calling up to man, because this boy, man, this male here, knew you in another place. He knows. Would I know that you know this mansion? Have you talked? Would you have talked
Yeah,
about this?
I would say.
He
Yeah,
said like this place is magnificent, like he's seen it before.
Yeah.
Gotcha. It's like this man, his name is Lux, and he has been to, if not this place before, somewhere just like it. Lux, if you could demonstrate somehow, maybe see what's, tell him what's behind a door before it's there.
Okay. Back at home, where you used to live and teach me magic, and I want to cast like light, just the
Yeah.
shitty hands cantrip, just to
Yep.
kind of like, see. Over there to the right, where the nice food's cooking, is the kitchen.
Well, that could be summarized easily. There's food being cooked there. That proves nothing.
I don't.
Try a bit, reach a bit higher than that. Just
Okay,
I'll tell you what, why don't you just say something, and then the
upstairs.
DM will probably say, "Yes, that's right," given that your character would.
I don't know the layout, but I'm assuming like upstairs and the right to the left, upstairs, third place will be his room. Yeah.
How could you know such a thing?
Oh God, he's gonna think we're pal spies again.
Or maybe,
Oh!
look, you could point to those two doors over there, the double door and the single door, and be like, behind that door there is one large table and 8 large wooden chairs that you use to entertain guests, and it has green wallpaper and
And
flowers on the window.
Don't forget, the room opposite your room is my room, which you let me stay in to help me teach magic. And down the hallway, you have a study room with a big globe of the map. And you go, you used to tell me places where we should visit.
Stop! You're talking too much.
I agree.
Perhaps you do know where I was before. Those places are lost to me, those memories. I know only this mansion where I am now. How I got here is lost to me.
But you have a real mansion. This is just a.
This is a real mansion. He'll knock the teapot off the floor and it smashes.
No. Okay, this is.
An
real,
unseen
but
servant
you
comes,
have-
starts sweeping it up.
You have like a more material mansion, the one that you can't travel with. Was a copy of the real one that we could use when we go on our adventures.
Okay, so for this, I want Lux to either make me a charisma persuasion check at advantage, or Callan can make one separately and Lux can make one separately.
I think we should
One
do one
each?
separately. Yeah.
Cool. Go for it.
Oh
That'll-
my
That'll do.
God! Look at
You call that a roll?
that. Wow.
So with Lux trying to like guide it in, Callan, I'm just perhaps being so
I'm just, like,
confused.
give it a little ease.
Yeah. He goes, fine. I have cast a mind blank spell on myself to preserve myself from being found out by the agents here. That is why the, spell whatever you are, he just gestures at Lux dismissively, didn't work earlier. No restoration magic would work with that spell in place. Any student of mine would know that. You can't detect an undetectable mind blank spell? What student of mine are you? I must be a terrible teacher back home. Like,
the best, but you're not the worst.
Like Seeker looks at the two of them. Oh, you are a magic man.
He's a very powerful magic man. He writes a lot of tomes about monsters.
I have that in my library. A tome of foes.
Yes, exactly.
I've never heard of it.
It's very useful. You learn loads of fantastic facts about dangerous creatures and where you should definitely not fight.
Noted. I might need to pick up a copy at my friendly local game store. Perhaps. Perhaps. Tell me, and he'll address the mage. Like, how would you like us to address you? Would you like us to call you mage?
You can simply call me the Mad Mage. That is what people here have taken to calling me.
Can I call
You are
you
comfortable with that?
Magic Man?
It's
God.
accurate,
He
I
likes your funny
suppose.
He likes your funny words, Magic Man.
Yes. Yes.
If what you're saying is true, I must come from far away.
Your real name is Mordenkainen. Kazan. Say it.
I do not recognize that name. If what you're saying is true, then
Name.
I do not know. Whatever it is, like, I cannot remember anything. The madness
Yeah,
is
look, when
seeped
it
in.
comes to tomes of phone, that first bit of name on that tome of phones is your name.
I wrote that
Yes.
book. It's terrible.
Would I know how long a mind blank spell lasts for if it has?
Do an Arcana check.
Okay.
This is going only better from here, Fold.
16. You don't know the exact ins and outs of a mind blank spell, unfortunately, it being such a high level spell.
Yeah, that's fair.
But, like, it's safe to assume that, like, I would say you wouldn't know its duration, but, like, it's safe to assume that most spells eventually wear off. Like, even, like, charm spells and things and the like. But I'd say getting a proper look at this guy, Callan, it's fairly obvious that the madness that plagues him probably isn't magical. But maybe that's why he was so assailed at you trying to dispel the magic on a spell he has cast on himself to try to protect himself.
Got it. So perhaps the madness is as a result of the dark powers and whatever's happening there,
That's true.
and that's why he's so passionate about A, protecting himself, and B, us not being around the.
Don't forget, he nearly died fighting Strahd. As well,
Yeah.
I got friend.
Yeah.
Oh, he did, didn't he?
Did.
Like,
Yeah.
what?
Strahd defeated him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. He's the one who got chucked out the window. Yeah.
He got
And
yeeted.
Lux, I would say you would notice, which is particularly concerning, you have not seen his staff or spell book on him, which are very valuable artifacts. They are like almost god relics. Like they are. Where is this man's spell book needs to be found? Like, but he doesn't seem to have it. He normally has it like on a strap, like next, like under his arm for ease of access. The strap is gone, and he all of his spells he was casting with his hands. He seemed to have like a smaller component pouch with him, but that's it.
I don't even want to call you mental though. If you don't even remember. Where is your most precious relics? You know, your staff and your book, the ones that you was famous for to defeat foes of unbelievable power.
My what? I've not owned any such things.
A book. You had a tome with one of some of the most powerful spells.
I only know the magic I have at my disposal. I do not keep it in a book.
You do. You really do, because you didn't let me read it.
That's for sure. You must be mistaken.
Oh no.
Mad Mage, tell me, you do not remember your old life, but you do remember the dark powers. You remember this place.
I remember what I have learned since being here. The wolves, they come for me. The vampires. The myth.
On our travels so far, we were brought here by the mists. We have defeated many werewolves and wolves. We have managed to defeat some vampire spawn, but we still have quite a way to go before we are able to defeat Strahd. We want to defeat the devil, and we may need your help to do it.
No, they are so aware of me. The spies, they hunt me. They seek me out.
And what would happen if they found you?
They would try to break my will. They cannot do it. As long as I stay here where I'm safe. Under the guise of Mount Baratok. The Mad Mage of Mount Baratok, that is what I am.
Yes, I understand. And why, if your one and only priority is to keep safe, what makes you leave? Why were you throwing lightning bolts into the lake to gain the reputation that you've earned?
Oh, the fish! They are spies of the devil! They must all be killed! They are too close to my mansion! They swim upstream to it! They must be destroyed! I mean, Callum, you can do me an insight check at this point. Even with 13, this man is suffering from extreme paranoia. Like,
You think?
Like,
Yeah.
and it's the kind of thing where, with the earlier medicine check, madness of this extremity probably would require a greater restoration to be cleansed. Trying to get him somewhere to someone who would have those abilities might be difficult, and trying to get the people who can get those to him might also be difficult.
I would have to learn it. And I'm not powerful enough for that.
Yeah, I would probably look to Lux and say, Lux, in your mentor's current state, do you think that there is anything that we can learn from him that could aid our journey?
Maybe we can ask him about Strahd, but if I'm being honest, what I'm more worried about is his equipment. If Strahd has got his staff or his book, we're in deep shit.
If Strahd has access to Mordenkainen's spellbook, Lux, you would know without a doubt that would mean Strahd would have access to every single spell available to wizards.
Yeah.
Every single one.
In that book, there's every spell you can ever think of, ever written. And if Strahd has that, this is not going to be easy.
Yeah.
And if he has that staff, that's another question.
Okay, so do we ask if we can have a look around the mansion in case? Because he says that he can remember everything since he's been here, which means that him creating this mansion and everything in it, that's been since the time that he's been in this land.
I think
he's just going to ask Mad Mage. This mansion, this beautiful place.
Yes.
Did you create this before you came here, and this is just the current version of it?
No, it must be cast every 24 hours. But it always appears this way. I don't believe it can be changed.
Very well. Okay, so
This is the only way I know how to cast it.
got it. So I'm thinking, could it be somewhere in here? I don't know enough about the spell, even out of character.
If it expands, basically, like if something that was not native to the mansion is taken out of the mansion, it just disappears. Same way, if the spell ends, there's something not native to the mansion inside it, it just gets chucked on the fucking floor outside it.
Got it.
So anything like that would have been expelled probably long ago.
Right. So if for example his spellbook and staff were somewhere in the mansion, then it's probably going to have dropped out at some point unless he has been recasting every 24 hours.
Well, regardless of that, I don't think it's just once you recast it, like the old one vanishes, I believe.
Got it. So it's like restore from saved point.
Yeah.
Rather than topping up like you would animate dead or something.
I'm pretty sure you can only have one mansion active at a time.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to be like, looks, I genuinely don't know what use this is going to be here. If this madness is as it is, we do not have the ability here to do anything for him.
Out of curiosity, are you guys talking amongst yourselves? There's the two of you.
Yeah, I'm taking looks
Oh,
at
yeah.
Simon.
At this point, Mordenkainen will have spoken to the unseen servants, and he will have started talking to Max Seeker, those who aren't babbling off on their own, and said, "There's food in the dining room. You should eat and bathe. You all smell horribly."
Oh,
You. He looks off into the distance like food at last, proper food, and starts wandering over.
Oh yeah, and it's a hell of a spread.
Oh god.
It's
Max
like
looks around.
Volavon's chicken legs cheesecake. Volavon's chicken legs.
Yeah.
Max like grab the food and then looks around see if there's any ale.
Max. There is ale on the table.
Max is like, jackpot, baby! Ah! Max taking the biggest fucking flask of like flagon of.
bigger than
Okay.
himself.
Oh.
Kermit, roll up a new character because Max is never leaving this place.
I know. He looks like Callum's like, Callum, look, real ale. And fucking takes like 2 mugs at the same time. Ah!
Oh,
Make sure you bathe after that.
somebody clip that. Somebody clip that. I'm gonna have to clip that. That was cool.
Done.
You see Secret like go ahead and start like picking from the tray. He like walks up with like a plate of food, like a small, like a neatly arranged. Wait, can I do a slight handshake for him to make a neatly arranged pyramid?
Sure.
So, you know, like.
I will suggest maybe either we somehow get someone else that's capable of doing it later, but I think he probably is more safe just to leave him here in this mansion. He doesn't seem to be harming
I
anyone.
lost it. I fucking lost it.
Oh god.
Oh Christ.
Like Bukaki ale.
Chaos. Right. So Lux, what are you saying to Callum?
Secret tries to like make a neatly arranged pyramid that just falls apart. He starts eating it like off the
Yeah.
table itself. Fuck plates. Plates are for nerds.
Max just
I was
hugs the fucking cask of ale. Like, oh my god, I've never been so happy. My life's got tears in his eyes. Like,
You see Secret eating chicken casually off in the background.
yeah.
Max, you do know this is like 10 a.m, right?
Oh, I don't care.
It's
I
9
love it
a.m.
So much.
Oh, it's 9 a.m. There you
Yeah.
go. Yeah, I'll just suggest that maybe we should either he seems to not be hurting anyone in particularly. We can leave him from his own devices for now, and maybe find someone that can restore him later.
I mean,
Or to
Esmeralda said she
finish
had
her
spell scrolls in
duties.
her wagon, you would remember, but she didn't take any with her. She just gave you the remove curse one, but she didn't tell you what else she had in
But
there.
do we know it's great? Yeah. Do we know it's greater restoration though?
Yeah, Callan knows.
Esmeralda!
Callan knows it would need to be something bigger. You don't know what she has.
Oh.
She said I have a remove curse one, and that's all. But she had quite a lot in that box.
Esmeralda, for your spell scrolls, was it only just remove curses in there, or do you have any bigger spells?
I have a few in there. It depends. A couple of them I haven't had a chance to copy into my spell book. Some of them require material components that it is easier for me to keep in the scroll form. Why?
Do you think there's anything to help my old mentor here? Maybe he can be a big help.
I will have to check and see. See.
That's if Canon, you think something like that could happen.
Potentially
You know anything?
greater restoration. It worked
Yeah.
for Stella, whereas lesser restoration did not. And this is another kind of madness that has escaped the grasp of lesser restoration.
Perhaps then I don't actually have not my. It's not in my wizard's regime, which is what I run with. But maybe Van Richten would have something.
We already owe him a favour.
Yes, getting Van Richten to here would be an issue.
I more meant he might have a scroll. He wouldn't have. He always opted for anything that required material components. If he had time, he would turn them into a scroll to make them easier to transport. Things like greater restoration, I believe, requires that. It might be worth asking. It might be a no. I don't know.
I see. Well,
Or we could,
after
bonk the old man on the head and bring him to him. If he's just mad and we can break the madness, maybe we could, fucking, and then take him with us. I'm just saying.
I don't think that would be a good idea.
Maybe we could take him to Strahd.
We don't want to piss him off a third time. I don't think we're going to be lucky.
Also,
Third time lucky.
Seeker, what the fuck were you just about to suggest?
Nothing, Callan.
Mark's just there drinking. Oh, God, I'm so happy. Oh, God. Oh.
I don't think bonking him on the head would be a good idea, considering he could probably kill us very easily, even at his state now.
I mean, come on, though. He's an old fucking man.
He's an old fucking man that can slime stop and make this. Look at the food he makes just by waving his hand.
and he wasted all those spells on fucking nothing. He's probably not as strong right now. That's what I'm getting at. I'm trying to do this without him noticing it. Is he looking at me? He's standing over her shoulder, what's that? Nothing. Great food.
The food is indeed great, and you see Seeker. Take a dumb out of pheasant and out of chicken. Then he looks at his phone and he's like, "What have I done?" And then he continues eating anyway.
Okay, last shot. I'm gonna cast guidance on myself, and I'm going to mention to Lux that listen. I'm going to try to persuade him to go with this, but if it doesn't work, we should just leave. I don't see any good other than the food, which is delicious. I don't see any good coming of us wasting time here.
I agree. I completely agree with you here. The fact that we don't have any greater restorations or spells like that, there's nothing further we can get from here. I mean, we can eat, we can drink, but don't think there's anything we can take from here which should be helpful that I could think of.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Callan is going to go to the Mad Mage and he's going to say, Mage, we understand that you are very wary of the dark powers in this place. And the last thing we would like to do is to fuel that. Start again. The last thing we would want to do is to put you in more perceived danger or do anything that you felt was too risky. However, I think that we may be able to protect you somehow and rid you of the downsides of the information that you are missing. I understand the mind blank spell is something that you've cast on yourself and that it's clearly for a reason to protect yourself from the dark powers. But what if you were able to think more clearly during this spell?
Make me a persuasion check.
Yes, make the bar do persuasion. No.
Oh, 20. That's good.
20. Yeah, it's good.
If I could remember, maybe that would aid me. It would aid me in taking down the dark powers and stop them from finding me.
If you have the objective of taking down the dark powers, then we are very much allies in this fight. We do not want the dark powers to have any hold over this domain. We do not want Strahd to be able to exercise his power at will. We want to destroy him. We are, I believe, very much on the same page. We would like to help you, if we possibly can, by going to get a scroll to not clear you of your self-imposed mind blank, but to assist with clearing the the underlying muddling of
Confusion.
your thought process. Yes.
Fine. If you wish to do so, sure. I'm not keeping you here against your will.
That is true. However, if we go and come back, we are unlikely to be able to get into this place if my limited knowledge of the way that you've created this mansion is correct.
I spend a lot of my time looking and hunting for the spies. Maybe I will find you on the shores again, where we met before.
Indeed. Perhaps we will meet there. He will turn to the rest of the group and he will be like, should we go get the scroll and come straight back?
Sounds like a good plan.
And
Maybe we
if-
could
if-
buy some fish.
if you need some if you needed to, by the way, Mordenkainen will just offer. He'll be like, if you need to rest at all, you can long rest or short rest here, comfortably. He does not count you as enemies of himself or particularly allies. He's still not sure, but he would allow you to rest safely in the mansion if you so wish.
I
Yeah,
know.
we're gonna be having a short rest just so I can get my bath.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I was gonna say, I know, like long rest is so tempting, but we can't waste another day. Strahd planning for another 4 days.
Well, you could always come back on the
sorry.
evening
Oh.
if you needed somewhere safe to. Like he was, it's not like a only this once. It's like an open-ended offer. Like if you ever need somewhere shelter, he can provide it. He's like, the devil can't find us in here.
Yeah, and if we, because we may get to the point where it's like, okay, we could do with a tiny hut, but like much better. Yeah, because I can always ritual cast tiny hut.
But you
Cal-
can't ritual cast a
Callan
mansion.
should pick up a magnificent. Callan, don't you want to cast a man? Ask if he has a scroll for it.
Oh, yeah, I was going to find scroll for the mansion.
Yeah, maybe when we come back and help him.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So I think the plan is we go back to Van Richten's tower,
Yep.
see if he has a scroll of greater restoration, and then come back to the same point that we met the man mage before,
Beautiful.
and hope that he's not cast another fucking mind blank on him, on himself, because then we have to go through all that stuff again.
Maybe we should grab 2 scrolls in case.
Let's.
It'll take you about an hour to get to Van Richten's tower, and then about another hour to come back to where the mansion is located.
There are 2.
Yeah, let's do that.
If everyone's taking a short rest before we leave, I'll probably take a shower, have a bit of food.
Yeah.
How about,
He will insist you shower if you're going to spend time here because you smell. You know, he's very, very impolite. He's like, you stink. You need to wash. And he smells, for a crazy wild man, pretty good. He's looking after himself.
He should shave though.
Oh yeah, he doesn't seem to want to.
He should invest in Manscaped. Not sponsored, sadly.
Max, I know you love owls so much. Maybe try and put some in a flask or something.
What? And I come down with a big finger here around his fucking shoulders. I'm taking the whole thing with me.
That's, the thing is, for Max, that's just a pint glass. That's all it is.
She like, what? I'm taking it with me.
They come in pints!
I feel like Max just tapes them together with tape. If there isn't, just tapes 60
Yeah.
pints.
Alright.
Just tape it to my hand, like, oh god.
So you guys get a short rest. You leave the mansion. And you begin heading back towards Van Richten's tower. Max, second you leave the front door, the ale just vanishes. It just turns to nothing.
Wee.
Cannot persist outside this dimension.
I'm going to try and stifle a chuckle.
Oh, Max has a single tear just rolling down his face.
You can't say where.
You still feel it in your belly though, like sloshing around. If you jump around, you can feel it sloshing around your stomach.
People ask and you say that you're fine, but you're not fine.
At least, so something good happened.
And you guys also ate as well, so you know you don't worry about rations or anything.
Wonderful. Okay, so yeah, let's head down. If there's any random encounters on the way, bring it.
Let's see if you encounter anything.
Bring it.
How far are you from Van Richten's tower?
Far away.
About an
Oh,
hour
so
from
we
the
go-
tower.
So we go there, come back. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
That's
Easy.
the plan.
I'm just checking if you do get encounters off the road here, because
Jesus Christ.
Wow, that's a speedy boy.
I know, right?
Mm,
Okay, I'm gonna go get some Easter egg while you're looking at that. I'll still be
yeah,
on.
of course. So as you sort of like are moving towards Van Richten's tower, you kind of come out of the woods and you see like Baratok before you again, and as you're sort of treading along, let me just see here. Doink. Ooh. What's everyone's passive perceptions?
15.
I think mine is 12. Let's see.
17.
Mine's
The
12.
highest one. Cannon's
I don't
is
think-
16, I believe.
Okay, cool. And I see check Esmeralda's and Ismark. So Ismark won't see it, but Esmeralda maybe.
So I'm gonna need to take a break in like 30-ish minutes.
Yeah, I was gonna call a little break here, just that before this combat gets set up if we want, and then we can.
What's the combat? What?
Yeah.
Mine's 17 now, by the way, because of the
Oh, there's some.
tier bump.
17, cool. Let me
Good
just check. Come
Same as me then.
on, Esmeralda, load your character sheet. Pass perception
Wait,
16.
where's,
Okay.
where's my passive didn't go up?
Unfortunately, as you're kind of moving through the like into like just along the outskirts of the tree line, you are surprised as a pack of wolves descends on you. They have surprise.
Bring it, bitch!
Our party's loaded.
Let
So I
them
think-
come! I'm swinging the shit out of the fucking glaive.
Yeah.
You guys remember Conan? When this Amazon Aura starts swinging her fucking staff in the air like on a horse.
Mm.
That's what Max is doing.
So if people want, I can call a little short break here just before this combat, or we can push on through for a little bit longer.
I would take a
I'm
break
happy.
going.
All right, okay, good.
Yeah, like I need to. I'd like to take a shower before the hot water turns off for the evening.
Yeah, of course. So you want to take it now then?
Thank you. Like 10 minutes max.
Yeah, of course. Just like I'll get the battle map set up and stuff, and like I'm gonna get some grub on as well. And then I might just like we can take it a little bit longer when people want to eat and stuff. That's cool as well. But we
No
will be right back.